Funny how money changes situation. Miscommunication led to complications. My emancipation don't fit your equation. My emancipation don't fit your equation. Bars though. That's from my other life. But y'all, we are going to talk about the twin flame journey and how right now the divine feminine, I had a vision of her skipping away. Yes, she's the wounded warrior. And we are going to talk about that in this very important video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A year ago, I had a near-death-like experience, and ever since then, I could pick up on energies and I could even hear from God itself. I was told it would take my soul 14,422 lifetimes to be completed. So I decided to start a social media platform so I can help more people speed this thing on up and finally get my butt up off this planet. Stressful being human. I'm ready to go. Guys, I'm being silly. What is up, you guys? It is your girl, Tahirah, your spiritual teacher. You know I teach the message, we're all one in love. Grow with me, guys. Love with me. It is going to be a great ride. Okay, guys, go ahead and click on that subscribe button because you know YouTube be hating on me. And click on the like button when you come into the room. It does help out the algorithm. Y'all, we're going to get started in this very important twin flame video today. Now, let me just break it down. Y'all saw me do them bars in the beginning, so I'm going to break this down for you so you can understand what a twin flame journey is. And we are going to talk about the soul relationship of the divine feminine right now, specifically, but also how the divine masculine has caused this change and awakening in the feminine. Okay? But a twin flame, you guys share the same soul frequency. You literally are fragments of each other. You are one soul that has been fragmented into two. So you have two separate bodies, but you are one soul that has been fragmented to come down here and show the world unconditional divine love. Now, these are the hardest unions to be in because each twin has to be whole and complete on their own or it will not work. There are periods of separation and there are periods of union. So we are going to talk about that dynamic today so you can understand divine feminine, what's going on in your life, in your journey, and why right now I had a vision of you being a wounded warrior and what that means to the twin flame journey, mission on this earth to bring unconditional divine love, and what that also means for the divine masculine as well. I'm going to get started with the vision. I'm going to ask for the divine source of all to be with me, allow me to see what you want me to see about the divine feminine, about the vision that I had with the divine feminine skipping away to victory as we walk together in love. Okay, one thing I want to point out with twin flame. Twin flames might look different. You might have a 7 feet tall man. He's with a 4'10" woman. You might have a 600-pound woman. She's with a man that's skinny as a toothpick. You might have somebody that speaks another completely different language than you. They are to look different. It is to break out of the paradigm, to break out of boxes, to show people that love can look a multitude of ways. It just doesn't have to be one way. Okay, in one journey. So that is just what I want to point out about twin flames, right? So let me get started about the vision that I had about the wounded warrior, which is the divine feminine that I saw. I was laying down this morning and I was just like, let me just go into a meditative state, which for me is just me feeling the energy around my crown chakra. So as I got into that state very quickly on, I saw a woman's legs. And this was a feminine woman, divine feminine. And I saw her skipping. It's like she was skipping away from something. You know, when you skip, you're skipping because you're happy. It's like a child, you're playful. But she was skipping and it wasn't as fluid as it would be. I could tell that her legs were injured. Let's say she has a sprained knee on her left side and a broken ankle that is healing on her right foot, on her right leg. That's what I saw. And I got the image. This is a wounded warrior. What does that mean? She's a fighter. A warrior goes off to battle, not just one battle. They've been known to win many battles. So she is a wounded warrior. She has come back from war, wounded, but nevertheless, she has made it back. And that is what I saw. The divine feminine. Now, guys, these are not people. They are energies. You could be a male. You can have a male body and be a divine feminine. You could have more feminine energy. You could be in a woman's body and be a divine masculine. You could have more masculine energy. So take it as it resonates to you. But nevertheless, the divine feminine is skipping away. She's wounded, but she's not broken. The divine feminine is wounded, but she's not broken. How did the divine feminine get wounded? Now I'm going to feel more into this. See, some people say channel, but see, I believe all the information is already inside of you. It's in your cellular memory. You just need to feel into it. So I have some water here. I'm just going to place my hands in water because, as you know, water is the presence of God. This is what the divine has told me. And I'm just going to place my hands in water so I can feel more into the wounded warrior that is the divine feminine. How did she get wounded? What is she skipping away from? Where is she going? What is next for her? Who is she going to meet along her path? That's what we're going to find out. Who's she going to meet that's going to heal her? Who's the divine feminine going to meet that's going to heal her? She's going to meet someone that's going to heal her. I'm picking that up right now. Okay, I'm submerging my hands in the water of life. Mother God of the living waters. This is the feminine aspect of God, guys. These are not people. These are energies. So we want to talk about the divine feminine and get a message about the wounded warrior that is the divine feminine. So I am communing with Mother God of the living waters, which is just water that nourishes all of us. Here we go. Wow. Okay, as I place my hands in the water, my hand wanted to make like a triangle, almost like a rock sign, like a triangle, but it missed the mark. One of my hands did not line up perfectly. So the divine feminine has come from a place where she feels like she has always missed the mark. As we know, the triangle represents the Trinity. The Trinity is union. In a twin flame union, you have times of separation and you have times of union. The triangle, which my hands were trying to form, that is the Holy Trinity. It's when all cylinders are activated, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. But now my hands have missed the mark. It's not in a perfect triangle. It's almost there. If the left thumb would just move up, it would be in what? In the Trinity, which is divine union, which is divine union of the twin flames. So she has come out of a situation that she has always missed the mark from being in divine union with this particular masculine in her life. It's almost there. But see, there's been interference. That is why she's always missed the mark in this journey. Someone has been always interfering with this connection. I'm going to feel more into this. The divine, who was interfering with the connection? Many people were interfering with the connection. She was interfering with the connection. The divine masculine was interfering with the connection. And there were multiple... I wanted to say family members and friends, but I'm hearing the word foe. There are lots of foes interfering with the connection. So a foe is somebody that's not real, someone that you think is there for you, someone that you think is your friend. So this could be a family member or a friend or co-workers, but it is a false person appearing to be one way, but in fact they are foe, they are false. So these particular entities, take it as it resonates, have been interfering with the connection. That is why these two, masculine and the feminine, could not come into union. That is why my hand missed the mark. Okay? That's why my hand missed the mark. Placing it back how it was. So when we run from something, we're running out of fear. We're running to get away from something because what? Someone is chasing us. We are in danger in some sort of way. But see, the divine feminine in this vision, she was skipping. Who skips, guys? Children skip. What's on a child's mind? Being playful, having fun, being lighthearted, not taking things so seriously, not knowing that they should take things seriously. The divine feminine was in her childlike energy. Although she was wounded from going around in circles trying to form this union with the divine masculine in her life, she wasn't able to do so because of her own interference, because of the masculine's interference, and because of fake friends and families, faux friends and families that were not for the divine feminine or the divine masculine. She wasn't running from it out of fear because no one is actually chasing her. The masculine's not chasing. No one's chasing her. She has decided to move to calmer waters because the water is getting quite warm. She's decided to move to calmer waters. And she has also decided to be playful again. She's decided to take herself out of the ring around the rosy that she's been in. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. That was a childhood little, playground nursery rhyme. Ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. That's the cycle she just left, where everyone involved fell down. Even the fake friends and family, the foes, they all fell down. It has to fall down. That is why she's skipping away, because she has made peace. She has made peace with that. No one is chasing her. Masculine's not chasing. She has hung around trying to complete the Trinity, the triangle, but understanding now that she cannot do it. So she has decided to move to warmer climate, warmer waters, calmer waters. She's decided to be playful again. So she's skipping away, but she is wounded because it's not fluid. Her legs are injured. Her heart is injured. She has many wounds, but she's not broken. She's not broken. She's coming home. She's coming home as a wounded warrior. Okay, so why did she stop herself, right? Insecurities. The divine feminine had many insecurities. This is one of the reasons why she was not able to come into union with this particular masculine. She had insecurities and the masculine had fears. Many fears. It's funny because I'm calling her a wounded warrior, but the masculine is also wounded. So it was just a lot of projection of wounds going on. That's why they missed the mark. She were to heal her insecurities that stemmed from many past lives that she's had. She may have even blamed these insecurities on the masculine, that the masculine is the one causing her to be insecure, for her to indulge, for her to have addictions, for her to not be whole and complete. But the truth is, this masculine, yes, may have done it, but it may have been done in a past connection, in a past life that they've shared. So this was somewhat, whether they want to admit it, somewhat of a karmic situation playing out, although they are, in fact, twins. They were in a karmic situation. And I'm going to tell you why. It's to bring growth and healing to the connection in the future. Okay, her insecurities. His fear. I did a video about the fearful lion. I had an image of the divine masculine being a lion, but not a wounded lion, but a fearful lion. This lion has killed a lot of prey throughout the last cycle and now is in deep regret and remorse. So I see the divine masculine revisiting old pictures, revisiting old thoughts, old conversations that it had with the feminine. It's like, why did I say that? Why did I do this way? Why did I hurt the feminine in that way? Why did I do that? then they're like, okay, it's okay. Let me just move on. A lion being a lion, it still has to kill. It still has to hunt. It might still be out there sleeping around with women and, entering other relationships and having children and starting things, but it can't finish it because it has to walk back and deal with the regrets. It has heavy regrets. It is fearful of itself. It's fearful of its own power and the destruction that it caused. So these are two wounded people, right? But really, the lion can heal itself by forgiving itself, right? And the feminine can look at herself and say, you are perfect just the way that you are. And the triangle would be complete and perfect because those two things would move. Those two pieces that were just off a little bit. Most of it was good, guys. All they had to do was make a small adjustment inside of themselves and they could have had union, right? They could have had union to show the world unconditional divine love, but the feminine's insecurities and the masculine's fear of themselves, of their own power, scared them. And it caused the separation. But separation is just an illusion. Now, dealing with these foes that wanted to stop this union. These foes are not just people, guys. These are situations. It could be a car that you have and it continues to break down. You got to keep throwing money at it. That's part of the foe, the false things coming in your life, being the karmic to stop the connection, adding more fuel to the fire. It could be a job that you have to, let's say you got to work more hours. Somebody can make, let's say, the same amount of money. You have to work 80 hours. They have to work 40 hours. It could be a job that you have to work 80 hours just to get a regular paycheck. But most people can do it in 40 hours. That can be a karmic situation. So there were many foes in this, not just people. There were many family members, some friends, but there were also a lot of faux situations, false situations showing up to stop you, to stop this union. So you start looking at your partner. It's like, I got to work all these hours. Don't have time to spend time with you. Got to put more money into this car, or I got to go and, help out my cousin who always needs my help financially and can never get it together. It's all taken from the union. These were faux situations, false situations set up to stop you. And it did just that. So what happened is the feminine has been wounded from all of those things, all those toxic things, all those faux situations going on. And the masculine is in deep remorse and fearful of the havoc that it caused to the feminine in this last cycle. But the feminine has done something that the feminine should have did a long time ago. But I fear that if the feminine would have done this a long time ago, she would have been running away and not skipping away. When you are in a twin flame relationship, one is the runner and one is the chaser. If she was running, that means the masculine would have been chasing her down. Once the masculine caught up to her, he would start running the other way. And then she would now become the chaser. Do you see? That's how these unions work. She did not run away. She was not playing tit for tat. She decided to go back to a time where everything was just as it should be. And there were no regrets. There were no insecurities because there was really no awareness that those things even existed. It was complete bliss. That's why she was skipping away. She is leaving on purpose. She's happy with the decision that she has made to move to calmer waters. Okay, so we now know why the union didn't happen. We now know that she's wounded, but she's not broken. The masculine is in deep regret. He can find healing just by forgiveness, forgiving himself, forgiving the foes, forgiving everything, wiping the slate clean. She can find healing by looking herself in the mirror and say, you are perfect and complete, just the way that you are. And then all of those faux situations will go away because they're just false situations. complements of the matrix to stop you off your twin flame path and journey. Because when union happens, you can heal timelines. You can heal events, horrible things on this earth that have happened, multitude of people dying, crazy events and circumstances that humanity has been in. When your love comes together in divine union, it heals all of that. And it raises the frequency of this earth. And it raises your soul frequency that you guys share together. You are one soul frequency. You are created at the same time. You are one soul that has been fragmented to have this experience. So, what is the divine feminine skipping to? Guys, I have 2 rings on. These are my mother's rings. These are my mother that passed away in 2017. These are her wedding rings. My hands are in the water, but I noticed that the rings are not in the water. What is she skipping to? She has 2 options in love that she is skipping to, and that is why she is so happy. One of these options is an actual wedding with an actual person that she will meet that will wife her up. The other option is a renewal of a previous relationship. But because they are both, even though one is on the left hand, which is your wedding ring finger, and one is on the right hand, which is not, these rings I have on are both wedding rings that my mother received at 2 different times in her marriage with my father. So this may be a reconciliation of people in separation, which hence why I'm doing this video about twin flame. Twin flame is one soul. So this could be a twin flame union being reconciled, or a union that is in current separation, a partnership of some sort, a marriage that is in separation. You guys are married already. Or it could be a new person coming into the divine feminine's life to wife her up. And it's funny because when I placed my hands in the water, the rings did not get wet. So what it says is both of these options are equally as good. And that is why she is skipping. She's skipping because she has learned the lessons from the karmic situation she was in. She's moved to calmer waters. She's wounded, but she's not broken. She's going to find healing on her path. She has 2 options, 2 love offers that are coming in for her. Who are these 2 love options? Well, obviously one is the fearful lion. But divine feminine, what you have to understand about this fearful lion, and see, when I said that, my right index finger, it went over to my left index finger and it started rubbing it. So this shows me that this particular wound, fearful lion, which is the divine masculine that she left out of the last cycle with, needs some healing. She's soothing. She wants to soothe the masculine still. When you want to soothe something, it's something that still needs to come out. This divine masculine still needs to purge out, still needs healing. So she can't heal this fearful lion. This fearful lion, the same way she made peace and found out that there was fake friends and family and foes and situations popping up to stop the union, including her insecurities and the masculine's fear of itself, the masculine has to soothe itself. So this union is not ready yet. So many of us, if you want to reconcile with your twin flame or someone you're in separation with, whether it's a boyfriend, high-level soulmate, or someone you're married to, there's still a level of healing that needs to take place. But because my finger wanted to console the other finger, it still shows that even though this particular feminine has skipped away, she's happy. She's happy for where she's going. She still has a soft spot for that masculine, the fearful lion that she left out of the last cycle with. She wanted to make sure that it was okay. She's almost patting it on its back, like, spit it out. Spit out the anger, spit out the fear. You can do it. You can heal. It's okay to heal. I give you permission to heal. But see, the lion has to do it on its own. You have to continue to skip. And the problem, which is not a problem, but the problem is because of that lion still needs time to heal, that lion may be running out of time. Because there is the other love offer that the divine feminine is skipping into right now. She's skipping into it. And it's also a marriage. So you see the problem. When we don't close out our cycles correctly, when we live in the ego, when we don't find healing, we delay our own blessings. The masculine is delaying its own blessings. Doesn't realize that it is the blessing yet because it refuses to take account, acknowledge, yes, it was in fact my fault, or this was not my pain to bear. This was the feminine's pain to bear. I'm going to release it. So it has to be real with itself to find healing so that it can move on and be the lion that it's supposed to be. So we just ask that this fearful lion does find healing. But in the meantime, the divine feminine is skipping along her path. And guys, there is a very wealthy masculine that I'm picking up that she could be connected with, could wife her up. And I'm talking to where there's the only thing she's going to need to bring is like her toothbrush. Like everything's going to be provided for her because already in the spirit realm, her spiritual team, her ancestors, they're already preparing a table for her already. There's only one seat left at the table. Everything is there. Everything she needs. You know, all of her beauty products are there. Her house is there. Her children are there already. They're sitting, they're dressed. They got the hair combed. All the spread, the turkey leg is out and all of the veggies and the fruit. Everything is on the table. There's only one chair left. It's either for this fearful lion that needs to spit out what he's choking on, which is his own fear, or it's the wealthy man. There's one chair left at this table. It's going to be closed. Who's going to make it? This wealthy man is already ahead because it doesn't have these fears. It doesn't have these hang-ups. It's older. It's more mature. It's been through this many times over and a long time ago. It's whole and complete. Is it a twin flame union? No, but I'm seeing that it is a soulmate union. It is a soulmate union. It's not twin flame. But the feminine will be very happy. And literally, everything is already there for her. It's already on the table. Just for her to sit down and eat. That's it. As of this fearful lion, thinks that it doesn't even have a table. It's wrecked its table with fear. It had all that stuff on the table. It had the dressing, the mac and cheese, the ham hocks, the cornbread. It had everything. But its fear and all of these foes, fake family and friends and situations showing up, they wreck the table. Pull the tablecloth off. You know, somebody, let me show you what I can do. You know, trying to do a magic trick. You got your whole Thanksgiving spread on the table. They pull out the tablecloth. Supposed to pull it out in one clean swipe and let the food stay on the table and everybody's supposed to clap and applause. But no, this person, this clumsy drunkard uncle, then pulled off the tablecloth and pulled everything down. This is the divine masculine, the fearful lion. He wrecked his own table through fear, thinking that it wasn't good enough. Some of those insecurities from the feminine had actually bleeded over onto him because they are one. But I'm here to tell you, divine feminine, your healing is the masculine's healing. He had the table. Everything was there. And you were the one who cooked all the food. You are already part of the table. You prepared it. You helped him prepare the table. He may have brought in the money, but you sat there for days and you cooked all the food. It was just for the masculine to get rid of the fear and sit his butt down and eat. Am I going to eat this first or that? That was it. But out of fear, it wrecked its own table. Out of these people colluding, out of these faux situations, friends and families, caused this masculine to wreck its own table. Now he's like, fudge, I have nothing. He thinks he has nothing, but he had everything. All of the things are still there. He just needs to put the tablecloth back, place the food back on the table, sit your butt down and eat. Seriously, it's that easy, but he has to find the healing on its own. But see, the feminine has skipped away. She's not running, she is skipping away because she knows that she has two options in love. Both will lead to marriage. She can't mess this up. I can't make it up and she can't mess it up. She's going to be Gucci no matter what. She's going to be Gucci, but there's only one seat at the table. So even feminine, if you decide to take this wealthy man to sit at the table, the new table that's already been prepared for you, you actually don't even have to prepare anything. As of the last table with the fearful lion, you had to cook everything, but you were happy to do it. But see, on this one, because you've already cooked everything and you were happy to do it, you're going to be the guest of honor at this new table. You're just going to sit down and someone's going to come and serve you. They're going to place the napkin on your lap. They're going to pour the wine for you. They're going to wife you. Table has already been prepared for you. So no matter if you are sitting at a table that has one seat left, or if you are putting the tablecloth back on the other table, putting the food back on, sitting your butt down to eat, to enjoy what you already built. You've already done it. You're going to have options. But see, your healing is their healing too. That's what you have to know. Let me wrap this up. In a twin flame union, everybody's hung up on being with their twin. This is one of the hardest unions to be in because it brings a shift to this world that you have not seen. It brings healing and evolution to this world. It brings us into a higher frequency. We evolve faster when these twin flame unions come together. We evolve faster and we get off this earth school faster too, because we are constantly elevating all the time. So you don't have to be with your twin. You are the same soul. Feminine, you can go and sit at the table with your new man and all of the things that he's laid out for you. And when you are healed, when you're no longer skipping away, wounded, you're going to start skipping, but it's just going to now be fluid. You're going to have healed. And this particular masculine that I see coming in, this wealthy man that's possibly coming in for you, is going to help you heal as well. Because you have already the heart to do so. Because you're already in the heart space to love. And you're in the heart space to be happy and to play like a child again. You've already done most of the work. Okay? I want to let you know that you're doing a beautiful job. And when you heal, it heals your masculine. So even if you don't go back and repair the old table and put that food back on the table and sit down and enjoy to eat it, the masculine can do it. And he can prepare a table that has one seat left for someone else. So your healing is its healing too. And so all these karmics and all these foes, fake situations appearing in your reality, fake friends and family that were karmics that tried to stop this union. You cannot stop a twin flame union. Separation in a twin flame union doesn't exist. It's an illusion. You are one soul. I don't care if you're on opposite sides of the world. I don't care if you guys never see each other again. You share the same soul frequency. Your healing is their healing too. The divine feminine that has already been awakened, because she's already skipping away in victory. When she heals all the way, it's the divine masculine's healing too. It's going to awaken him to who he really is. And the twin flame union is to awaken you to your divinity. But the divine masculine is not divine right now. The divine masculine is simply just a man in its 3D feelings and emotions, because fear is the opposite of divine love. Once you heal all the way, divine feminine, it's going to bring this fearful lion out of captivation, and it's going to restore him too. So all these karmics and foes that try to stop it, you can never stop it. You're one soul. Your divinity is the goal through these unions. Whether you have divinity in separation or divinity in union, it will happen when one twin skips away, wounded but not broken, to heal them both. For today, I'm going to leave it right there. Guys, I hope this message resonated with any of you beautiful people out there. Go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe and share these messages. Sharing is caring. But I want to say I love you, the birds, the bees, and yes, all of the trees. They all love you too. Love is the way. Forgiveness, it is the key. And truth is that light that always, always guides us home. Be well, guys.